One of the most intriguing spaceships in the world, the X-37B, were recently uncrewed by the U.S. Department of Defense. Known for flying occasional covert missions whose purpose aren't always coming to the light, some information about the spacecraft were slowly disclosed bits by bits. What's so special about the X-37B anyway? Hello everyone. Welcome back with us in another episode of Military TV. Today we are going to discuss about a mysterious American robotic space aircraft, the X-37B. If you find yourself curious about this topic, don't go anywhere and stay with us. Notable for being an orbital test vehicle, OTV, the Boeing X-37 is a robotic spacecraft that can be reused. A launch vehicle propels it into space, after which it re-enters Earth's atmosphere and lands as a spaceplane. The United States Space Force operates the X-37, which was previously operated by the Air Force Space Command until 2019 for orbital spaceflight missions intended to demonstrate reusable space technologies. It is a scaled-down version of the earlier Boeing X-40. The X-37 was developed as a NASA project in 1999 before being transferred to the U.S. Department of Defense in 2004. First flew during a drop test in 2006, the X-37's first orbital mission was launched on an Atlas V rocket in April 2010 and returned to Earth in December 2010. The flight's duration done by the plane following this period were gradually extended, achieving 780 days in orbit for the fifth mission, the first to launch on a Falcon 9 rocket. The X-37's latest mission, which was the sixth, reportedly launched on an Atlas V on 17th of May 2020. According to an X-37B fact sheet produced by the Air Force, the primary goals of the X-37B are twofold: reusable spacecraft technologies for America's future in space, and operating experiments that can be returned to and examined on Earth. The solar-powered X-37B spaceplane, like the Space Shuttle, launches vertically with the help of a rocket and cruises back to Earth for a runway landing. The small spaceplane is intended to fly at altitudes ranging from 177 to 805 kilometers. Let's go and see the history of Boeing X-37. NASA launched the X-37 program in 1999 with the intention of building two vehicles: an approach and landing test vehicle, ALTV, and an orbital vehicle. In the same year, NASA chose Boeing Integrated Defense Systems to lay out the design and develop an orbital vehicle, which was to be built by the California branch of Boeing's Phantom Works. In 2004, NASA handed over the project to the United States military, specifically the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA. At that point, X-37 was designated as a classified project. DARPA completed the ALTV portion of the program in 2006, conducting captive carry and free flight tests. NASA's planned orbital vehicle was never built, but it served as an inspiration for the spaceplane known as the X-37B. The X-37B program is now managed by the Air Force's Rapid Capabilities Office, with mission control for orbital flights based at Schriever Air Force Base's 3rd Space Experimentation Squadron in Colorado. Boeing's Phantom Works division is the one who built the space planes. Now let's take a look at the design of this robotic spacecraft. The robotic vehicle looks similar to NASA's famous Space Shuttle, but is much smaller. The X-37B measures about 8.8 meters long and 2.9 meters tall, with a wingspan of just under 4.6 meters. It weighs 4,990 kilograms at launch. The X-37's technologies include an improved thermal protection system, improved avionics, an autonomous guidance system, and an advanced airframe. The thermal protection system of the spaceplane is based on previous generations of atmospheric re-entry spacecraft and incorporates silica ceramic tiles. Boeing used the X-37's avionics suite to develop its CST-100 crewed spacecraft. The X-37 for NASA was to be powered by a single Aerojet AR-2-3 engine with storable propellants, producing 6,600 pounds of thrust. The AR-2-3 engine, which had previously been used on the dual-power NF-104A astronaut training vehicle, received a new flight certification for use on the X-37 with JP-8 propellants. According to reports, this was changed to hydrazine propulsion system. The U.S. military revealed shortly before the most recent X-37B launch in 2020 that the spy plane had a new service module attached to its back that allowed for a large number of experiments to be carried to orbit. What about the operational history of X-37B? The total of 5 missions, which are known as OTV-1, OTV-2, OTV-3, OTV-4, and OTV-5, have been carried by 2 different X-37B vehicles. With the help of United Launch Alliance's Atlas V rocket, 4 flights of X-37B have gone to space. The first mission, OTV-1, took off in April 2010 and stayed up high for 224 days. On the other hand, OTV-2 stayed in space longer than the previous mission, blasted off in March 2011, and returned to Earth after 468 days, which was in June 2012. OTV-3, which utilized the same spaceship from the first mission, set off in December 2012 and finished 674 days later, in October 2014. Subsequently, the fourth mission, OTV-4, was using the same X-37B used in OTV-2. It began on May 20, 2015, and achieved the highest new record in March 2017 for staying in space for 718 days. OTV-4 touched back on ground with a smooth runway landing on May 7, 2017. On September 7, 2017, the OTV-5 mission took off on SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida's historic Launch Complex 39A. The 780-day mission carried the Air Force Research Laboratory Advanced Structurally Embedded Thermal Spreader, an experiment designed to test experimental electronics and oscillating heat pipe technologies in the long-duration space environment. Now looking at its feature and capability, could X-37B be a space weapon? Due to limited information in regard to X-37, there has been rapid circulation about theories surrounding the spacecraft, including the notion that the aircraft could be a lethal space bomber, a machinery to spy on the Chinese space station, or an effort by the US to interfere with satellites owned by other countries. Out of these theories and speculation, none has been confirmed. With these continuous contestations, it seems like the issues on what the spacecraft's really meant to be would continue to spark the public's attention. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you in our next video.